tonight, coming up to Christmas as well. The Huron Tigers, obviously in the road uniforms, the black along with the white and the orange. And your Kernels tonight in their home gold uniforms. We said 0-2 for Huron, 1-1 for Mitchell coming in. If you're joining us a little bit late, the scores earlier today, the Mitchell JVs win 52-44, leading the scoring for the Mitchell Junior Varsity. Tyson Hilton had 14 points. Jordan Pitts had 10 points. And again in the Souders, it'll be number 10, 6'2", junior T.J. Sudbeck, averaging 9.5 points a game. And number 3, 6-foot senior Ernie Kuiper, averaging 2.5 points per ball game. Head coach of the Mitchell Kernels, Gary Munson. Assistant coaches for the Kernels, of course, Jason DeLang and Doug Timmer. And our two officials for tonight's ball game, Jeff Wilbur and Scott Fiddler. So we'll get seated here and get ready to go. And I look for the Kernels, as you said, Steve, to come out pretty hungry tonight and try and really get after things defensively and make some things happen.
Well, I think that's exactly right. Full court pressure all over the floor. See if they can't get the crowd into the game, get off to a quick lead. You know, this is the type of game Coach Gary Munson, as Coach Rodick mentioned, hey, they haven't really competed. They want to just play well. It's the type of game where Coach Munson could get frustrated by the lack of effort on the part of the Kernels.
Yeah, I would think if you're not giving it tonight on the floor, you'll probably be sitting pretty quick. Here we go. Mike Miller jumping, and he gets up over the top of Gubrud, and the Kernels come up on offense to start it out. T.J. Sudbeck running out front. Zone defense, as we expected. They'll try and pack it inside. Sudbeck penetrated to the free throw line. Now left side, here's Kuiper along the baseline. Nice pass into Cogley for the lay-in. Good feed by Ernie Kuiper along the baseline. 2-0 the Kernels, and here they go with some full court pressure right away. Working it up, Lance Loaf gets it into the front court. Jared Larson will pull up 12-footer left side, no good. Kuiper on the weak side rebound. Ernie will push it down the middle of the floor. Now left side, Miller, baseline, leans in with a jump shot, in and out. Cogley going to the boards. See if he can take it up. No, he's going to lose control. He tried to bring it back out front, and on the run, here comes Lance Loaf into the lane. He will leave it on his left side. Casson, the guard. Now they go down low. Gubrud working on Miller. Cogley comes over. They double on him. The shot partially blocked by Miller, and Mike comes away with a loose ball. Leading the charge down the middle of the floor. Miller in the lane, hanging in the air. Can't get the shot to go. Off the back of the iron and bounced out of there, no good. Well, Mitchell could easily be up 6-zip right now, but it's a 2-0 ball game. Jared Larson, cross-court pass over on the right-hand side. Casson now out front. Loaf from long-range three-pointer, no good. Big Gubrud has the rebound. Out to the free throw line. Jared Larson drives and scores off the glass. 6'5" sophomore Jared Larson ties the ball game up at 2 apiece. Now Miller's going to work out front at the points against that 2-on-2 zone to Kuiper on the left-hand side, and we'll get something away from the ball. We're going to have a foul against the Kernels down underneath the basket.
Well, it was an illegal screen by J.J. Kippis coming over to set a pick for Ernie Kuiper.
So first foul of the ball game called either way, and Huron will have it out of bounds in the back court. Kernels got out, ran the floor a couple of times well. Second time, Cogley had a nice offensive rebound, just had too many people on him, and then couldn't get rid of it. And then the 3-on-2 break, and Mike Miller couldn't finish it off. Now pressure, Huron in trouble. Here's a steal by Miller. He's going to take it in. Foul goes up, counts the basket as well, says Scott Fiedler. Mike Miller will go to the free throw line, chance to complete the three-point play, and there's the inexperience, of course, of the backcourt for Huron that we talked about. Got trapped at center court, turned into the easy basket. Mike Miller stepping to the free throw line, as we said, averaging 20.5 points per ball game through the first two, and hits the free throw, 25 on the opening night against Brookings, 16 the second night. And now we're going to get a foul in the backcourt on the Kernels, and this will be on Tom Cogley. Try to step in, putting on the pressure, and that's the first on time. Second team foul on Mitchell. Huron again from the backcourt to throw it in. They get it inbounds. Low ball tipped at center court. Miller dives to the floor. They fall on top of him. What's the call going to be? It will be out of bounds to Huron. Well, that's a good effort by Mike Miller, though. I mean, he just laid the body out. You can hear the squeal on the wood floor.
Second time really in the first quarter, Mike Miller has been on the floor. That's a good sign.
Yep. The inbounds pass out front, Chris Casson, 5'11" senior. Kuiper right in his face defensively. Casson picks up the dribble way out on the floor. He's in some trouble and gets the pass away, almost out of bounds in the corner. Loaf with it, off the baseline. Now he's cut off. Has to get it behind him to Jared Larson. Lob pass into Gubrud. The turnaround, way short of the basket. Rebound pulled out by J.J. Kippis. Kippis outlet to Kuiper up the left-hand side. Kuiper brings it to the middle of the floor now. stops out near the free throw line, throws it out in the corner. Miller's going to launch a three-pointer. Good. The three for Miller, and a quick timeout called by Coach Terry Roders of Huron. We're only a couple and a half minutes in. 8-2. Mitchell with the lead. We'll be back in just 30 seconds.
Advanced Business Concepts has all your computer needs in mind. Hi.
Welcome back to the Corn Fellows. Tim Smith, Steve Colhane, and Scott Hilly.
Well, Tony Young is going to come in briefly. Mike Miller on that last time down the floor scraped his elbow, so he's going to get that taped up.
Tony Young in the ball game, the 6'2 junior. Here comes Huron up the floor. They try to get it inside the lane to Lance Loaf. He backs out on the dribble, and now Kuiper knocks it away from behind, and then we're going to get a foul on Huron as Sudbeck picked up the ball, and they run into him from behind. Good play by Ernie. Out front, sticking a hand in there to knock it away.
Well, right now the Kernels doing a great job on the defensive side of the floor, really not allowing Huron to really get in their offense at all, getting the ball about 30 feet away from the basket.
Gubrud is the one that picks up the foul. Kernels on offense now. Young to Kuiper, penetrates side of the lane, and going to take that 10-foot jump shot. Too strong. Nice offensive board by Kippis, and he'll bring it back outside for Ernie Kuiper. Gives it out to Young. Now right wing, Sudbeck. Back to Tony Young out front. Starts to penetrate. Free throw line jumper on the way. Good. Yeah, they're giving up that outside shot. It's going to be there all night, and Tony Young takes advantage. Now Huron beating the zone press. Up the left side, Jared Larson. Right on the baseline. Spins, side of the lane, puts it up on the run. Won't fall for him, but the rebound pulled out by Huron. Kurt Schoenfelder cutting through, gets it. Now right-hand side, drive started by Loaf. Back in the corner, Schoenfelder, long range for three. Kurt Schoenfelder, 6'3" sophomore. And that makes it a 10-5 ball game as the Kernels jumped out 10-2. We're just about halfway through quarter number one. Same 2-1-2 zone. Miller still on the bench, but waiting to come back in after getting that elbow attended to. Here's Kuiper, free throw line. Wants to leave it out in the corner. Does to Tony Young. Back to Kuiper. Takes it right to left across the top. Now Sudbeck on the left-hand side. Sudbeck looking for Kippis side of the lane. Instead, back out to Kuiper. Bounce pass. Kind of forced it, but it comes into Cogley anyway. Almost picked off by Gubrud. Had a hand on it. And Cogley clears it back out front. Kuiper again on the right-hand side. To the free throw line. Off to Tony Young. Young spins. 8-footer up. Gubrud got it. Young bits the ball back. Goes up again, and this one's partially blocked by Schoenfelder. Now out of bounds to Huron underneath. Well, Gubrud with a hand on one. Schoenfelder with a hand on another. Although, give credit to Tony Young. He stuck with it and kept that ball in play.
Pretty good effort by Tony Young that time. He's got to be a little more of an offensive threat. He has done that so far early in the game.
Mike Miller in now, and Tom Cogley will get a rest. Here's a jumper left-hand side. 2 bounces off the rim. No good for Jared Larson. And Miller will pull it out of there and push it down the floor himself. Skinny pulls up out front. Off to Kuiper. Kuiper near the free throw line. In the corner, here's an open 15-footer. Sudbeck counted. TJ Sudbeck has his first basket of the night. 12-5, the Kernels. Chris Casson getting pressured, and, they say it's off of Mike Miller's foot. Miller complaining, said that it went off of Casson. I think it might have down Mullis here.
The Huron fans think there might have been a foul
on the play. So it all evens out, right? And Huron will throw it in from the backcourt. Chris Casson, the 5'11 senior, will bring it across. On Kuiper, takes it left-hand wing. Now picking up the dribble. Long pass into the corner, and holding his balance, Lance Loaf almost out of bounds there with it. Back out it comes to Casson. Now free throw line. Larson. Down low, Gubrud, side of the lane. The turnaround jumper curls out of there, no good. Rebound, Miller. Mike up the right side. 12-5 Kernels, 2:35 to go in the first quarter. Ball goes to Young, back to Miller. Thought about the three, pulls it back in. Off to Tony Young again. Miller right side. And again to Young, now on the left-hand wing, Sudbeck. They got Kippis playing out at a high post at the free throw line now. Nobody underneath the basket currently on that zone. Working around the perimeter. Young. Now to Kippis, free throw line. Back out to Ernie. And left side, Sudbeck. Sudbeck to the free throw line. Nothing there. Now Kuiper penetrates. There's a pass down low to Kippis for two. Well, that's the way to run that offense. Find the open man. Right?
The middle is wide open. You have to be where Mike Miller is on the floor. Ernie did a good job of penetration, finding Kippis in the baseline.
14-5 ball game. Here's Gubrud on Miller, and Miller stuffs him out of bounds. It goes. Second block shot of the ball game for Mike Miller. And for Huron, we're going to get a substitution here. Checking in is number 15, Ryan Grusing, into their lineup for the first time tonight. Junior, 5'11 guard. Huron will throw it into Gubrud, and it's stolen away by Miller. Reached in front, knocked it away. Miller flying down the right side. Underneath to Tony Young. Whoop, couldn't quite handle the pass, but gets it before it goes out of bounds. Kernels have the basketball. Kuiper, free throw line. Leaves it for Kippis, left-hand side. Now Young out on the wing. Young goes baseline. Cross-court pass. Sudbeck from 16 feet. Off the back of the rim. Kippis with an offensive rebound. Right at the side of the lane. He clears it back outside again. Kuiper holding up one finger here with 1:20 to go in the quarter. 14-5, Mitchell. And now a blocking foul on the pick. They're going to call J.J. Kippis, I believe, for that moving screen to get out front. That will be the second foul on Kippis. And the fourth turnover against Mitchell in the basketball game. So Huron's got it in the backcourt with 1:20 on the clock. Kernels want to check in Jordan Pitts, but he didn't get to the scoring table quite in time. He'll come in next whistle. Ryan Grusing bringing it up against Sudbeck. Takes it over in front of the Kernel bench. And now the pass tipped by Sudbeck. Kuiper picks it up. Here's a lead to Kippis. Kippis underneath. Sudbeck's open for the lay-in, and he's got it. Good transition that time. Sudbeck started the play, he finished off the play. Now the ball knocked loose again. Here's Kippis going to go up. They knock it away from him, but he gets it back. Feeds underneath. Sudbeck again open, and another layup. Turnovers by Huron, 2 in a row, leading to 2 quick baskets. It's an 18-5 Kernel lead. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Grusing at front with Kippis on him, taking it over to the left-hand side. Just the youth of the Huron backcourt showing itself. Here's a jumper good by Kurt Schoenfelder from the right elbow at the free throw line. 18-7. 23 seconds to go. Kernels probably go for the last one here. Got both Ryan Garretts and Jordan Pitts wanting to check in, so they'll come in to start the second quarter. Kuiper holding on. We're down to 12-11 to Kippis in the corner. Now Young at 8-7. Back to Kuiper. Young to Miller in the right-hand corner. Cross-court pass. Sudbeck with 2-1. He puts up the shot. It's going to be short. And we have reached the end of the first quarter. Not a good one for the Mitchell Kernels. Big lead here at the end of one. It's Mitchell 18, Huron 7. We'll be back in 1 minute.
You ask, can I afford to install a new furnace or heat pump? Paulson Sheet Metal asks,
Pants, the ones the kids want, at a South Dakota guaranteed low price of $54.95. Christmas time is savings time at Harv Sports Shop, Uptown Mitchell.
Well, back to the Corn Palace. 5 turnovers against Huron in the quarter. Doesn't sound like much, Steve, but I bet 3 out of the 5 turned into baskets for Mitchell.
Well, the Kernels 8 of 15, 53%. Huron 3 of 10 for 30%. Kernels 8 to 4 on the rebounding edge. Just really their defense. Huron, once they pick up the ball, they're trying to get their first entry pass outside the three-point line, a good, 25, 30 feet from the basket.
Huron will have it to start the second quarter. They'll throw it in from midcourt. New player in the lineup for the Tigers, Rich Markets, into the lineup, 6-foot sophomore. There's had a lot of young players on this team. Side of the lane, a pass intended for Schoenfelder, knocked away by Kuiper. And Ernie picks up the loose ball, so that's turnover number 6. Kuiper out front will go to Sudbeck. Bounce pass baseline. Jordan Pitts. Back out to Sudbeck. Starts to penetrate. Can't go. Out front to Miller. Now Kuiper free throw line. Passed up the jump shot there. Kuiper side of the lane to Garretts. Back out to Ernie it comes. Ernie starts to penetrate. Bounce pass Sudbeck. Nice feed into Pitts, and he's fouled. Good pass by T.J. Sudbeck. Kuiper got it to him side of the lane, and he just quickly turned and right off a hip. Nice bounce pass into Jordan Pitts, who will shoot a couple of free throws. We're talking during the quarter break, and I don't mean this negatively on Ernie Kuiper. He's got to look at the basket. Yeah. Oh, he's got some good shots he's passing up, and I know he can hit those shots. Pitts at the free throw line, up and good. Especially against a zone like this when they're concentrating on Miller away from the ball, and boy, their shots open from 13, 14 feet away, all over the place. Jordan Pitts will knock them both down. Those are his first 2 free throw attempts of the year, and it's 20-7. In the backcourt, Rich Marcus again working with it. Gets it up to Grusing. Grusing across the timeline, 3-on-2 momentarily, but the Kernels get back quickly. Now out front, Marcus going into the lane. We're going to get an illegal pick against Huron. We've got a couple against Mitchell, and this one the moving screen on the Huron Tigers.
Well, a lot of inexperience right now on the floor for Huron. The 3 sophomores, 1 junior, and then Gubrud, their only senior on the floor. As we mentioned in the pregame, really their only experienced player back. And it shows in the score at 20-7.
Marcus, who is in there playing, is kind of breaking tradition in his family. His older brothers were great wrestlers for Huron, state champion wrestler, one of them. Here's Miller, three-pointer, in and out. Right on the rim, wouldn't go, and the ball out of bounds. Ernie Kuiper trying to keep it alive, couldn't hold it. So it'll be Huron's ball in their own backcourt. Down 20-7, and Mitchell's going to go right back to full court pressure here. Garrett's on the inbounds pass. They get it into Marcus, picks up his dribble. Now off to Kurt Schoenfelder. Dribbling right in front of the scoring table. Garrett's hounding him as he comes down the floor. Leaves it back for Grusing out front. Ryan, the 5'11 junior. Pass over to the left side. Marcus. Now they get it to Gubrud, side of the lane. Back out to the free throw line to Schoenfelder. Nothing happening there. Now Jared Larson. He'll lob it down to Grusing, baseline, spins, puts up the jumper, good. Tough shot there. Kuiper was right on him, but Grusing got it to go. His first basket. Now the other end, Miller putting up or trying to put up a shot, and that would not fall. And here comes Huron back. Left-hand side, Jared Larson with an 8-footer in. Well, Huron a couple of baskets, getting back into the ball game. Larson's bucket brings him back within 9. It's 20-11. Kuiper out front, sent a pass to Sudbeck. He wasn't looking. Luckily, at the last instant, saw it. Pass underneath, tipped, and out of bounds. It'll still be Mitchell's ball underneath their own basket, intended for Jordan Pitts, but tipped along the way. Now substitution. Sudbeck is going to come out and get a rest. He's got 6 points. Tony Young back in. So we've got Pitts, Young, Garrett, Kuiper, and Miller on the floor. Mike Miller getting ready to put it in play. We got substitutions now for Huron as well. Grusing's going to come out. Chris Casson back in. And with that, here comes Tom Cogley back in. And Jordan Pitts will go out. Now I think we're all set to go. Miller to throw it in. Comes right in the corner to Kuiper. They take it right to left around the top. Setting up Miller for the three. Here he goes from straight out front. Can't get it to go. Rebound pulled out by Jared Larson. Clears himself, swings the elbows there. And Chris Casson will bring it up. Tigers on a 4-0 run. Ball almost stolen away by Mike Miller. Knocked it away momentarily from Marcus, but ran out of room at the sideline. It'll still be Huron basketball there. We haven't seen Mike Miller shoot the threes yet like he's capable. He does not have had a hot night yet. One of these nights they're going to go because he can get on that big streak and pump him in. Marcus, right side. Ball tipped away by Garrett. Dives on the floor, but can't come up with it. Huron goes to backcourt to get it. I like the way Mitchell's playing defensive tonight, though. They're laying the body out, going after everything, and playing hard. Out front, Schoenfelder. Right side to Marcus. Cut off baseline. Back to Jared Larson for the jumper right side. In and out, curled around. Rebound, Mike Miller. 20-11. Mitchell, 5 minutes to go first half. Tony Young way out on the left-hand perimeter. Huron's been in that 2-1-2 zone all along. Young to Miller, right back to Tony. Now left side, Kuiper. Kuiper to the free throw line. Look underneath for Miller. Can't see him. Ian Young playing a little catch back and forth. Now Miller right side. Starts to penetrate. Left-hand side. Here's Kuiper open. Baseline jumper. 10-footer won't go. Ernie gets his own rebound in the lane. Leaves it back for Miller. Fakes the three. Goes to the free throw line. Hits the two-point jump shot, does Mike Miller. 8 points for him. 22-11. With 4.5 to go in the first half. Rich Marcus, right-hand side to Casson. Takes it over the left-hand wing. Now they go down low. Jared Larson back to the basket. Whoop, and he slipped to the floor. Wanted to make a move to the basket, and the foot just went out from right underneath him. Traveling call on Jared Larson. And now Chris Gubrud, the 6'11 senior, will come back in. He will replace Kurt Schoenfelder. And the Kernels to throw it in from their own backcourt.
Mike Miller is going to have to get his
bleeding
elbow.
again?
Yep, he's going to have to get it re-taped up.
Well, he dove after a loose ball early in the game, skinned up that elbow a little bit, and had a piece of gauze on there. Came loose, and Steve said, got to go to the bench to get that taken care of, and Jordan Pitts will come back in. Foul-free game here so far. 3 on Mitchell, 4 on Huron. We're not close to the 1-1 halfway through the second quarter. Kuiper, free throw line, open for the shot. Can't get it to go down from there. Rebound, Cogley, looking for some help in the lane. Tried to shovel a pass off the Pitts, but that one's knocked away, and Huron will get it back. Jared Larson, left side. Now out to Casson. Pass underneath. Gubrud's got position, turns and puts it up and in. Well, he got down low underneath the basket that time, and pretty tough to stop 6'11 from there. First basket for Gubrud. 22-13 game. 3:40 in the half. Pitts to to Kuiper. Left elbow of the free throw line, leaves it back out for Jordan Pitts up top. Now left-hand corner, Young with it. Again to Kuiper, trying to look inside. Young's going to take the long one left wing. Good. Three-pointer, yes. He was just behind the line. Tony Young with a three. Gives him 5 in the game. That makes it 25-13. Casson bringing it across. Kuiper on him. And out to Marcus. Lob down inside. Jared Larson twisting,
Nice
turning.
move.
Good move to the basket. Gets the bucket and a foul. Oh, that was a nice move by Jared Larson. Transferred in from Mobridge last year. Played some limited time for Huron and in a starting role. Big 6'5" sophomore. Going to be a good player here.
Well, right now it looks like that's his move that he likes. He likes to drive to the right and then reverse pivot and come back strong to his left side. And he's shown that he can do that. He will be a player to watch the next couple of years for the Tigers.
Jordan Pitts with the foul, his first fourth-team foul on Mitchell. The free throw is up and good by Larson. Mike Miller back in the Kernel lineup here. T.J. Sudbeck also back in for the Kernels. And now Huron brings in number 41, Kevin Bain, 6'3", and a senior. Same zone, Miller and Young playing catch out front. Right-hand side to Sudbeck. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Mitchell by 9. Young cross-court to Sudbeck, nothing there. Now Miller again up top. Miller starts a drive, side of the lane, contact, fires up a shot, won't go. Players end up on the floor.
All over the place.
No call. Big contact underneath. Pitts went in for the rebound. Could have got called for the foul. He went in there strong. We had players all over the place, but no whistles. Huron comes back. Long one left side by Schoenfelder. Good for 3. 8 points for Kurt Schoenfelder. 25-19. Huron hanging in there. Here's Pitts. Leaves it cross court for Sudbeck. Along the baseline. Tries to leave a pass for Cogley. He can't hang on. A little behind him. Turnover Mitchell. There's 6.
And the Tigers 5 of 6 from the field this quarter.
Well, they are right in the hunt here, down by 6 points.
You got to be happy if you're Coach Terry Roeder. You're down by 6. 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Left-hand corner, Kurt Schoenfelder. Side of the lane, Gubrud. Out it goes, back into Gubrud. Can't work on Miller this time. Now Schoenfelder again for 3. This time short, and Pitts comes out of there on the rebound. We'll leave it for Sudbeck in the backcourt.
That would have been huge for the Tigers.
Mitchell has not got much done offensively here in this last couple of minutes. They were up 18-5, and now it's 25-19. Young bounce pass, Cogley baseline, back out to Young, cross court over to Sudbeck, goes up the baseline, but Gubrud slides over to cut him off. Now to Miller out front at the top. Back to Young, Miller left-hand side. Going to try and penetrate inside, goes up in the air, hangs in the air, and puts the shot up and in. Gubrud came out to challenge him, but Miller got it over the top of him. 10 for Mike.
Not the lack of challenge by Gubrud. He probably didn't want to pick up his 3rd foul here late in the second quarter.
1 minute to go in the second quarter. Kernels by 8 again now. Left-hand corner, a little trouble for Marcus, but gets a pass inside, and there's Gubrud to score. Once again, he got open right underneath the basket. Came off a pick, and it's 27-21. Miller to Sudbeck, right-hand side. Pitts open along the baseline. He'll fire the jumper. A high bounce off the rim, no good. Foul on the rebound. Tony Young got nice position underneath, and they came over his back for the foul. We're not in the 1-and-1, however, yet. Kernels ball underneath, and we'll get a couple of substitutions. Ernie Kuiper, who got a little rest here, is back in. And J.J. Kippis coming back in. Young will leave, and Pitts will leave. Kuiper to throw it in with 35 seconds to go in the half. Comes out to Miller. No three-point opening there on the left wing. Gives it out to Sudbeck. Now back out front. Miller working with it. 26, 25 seconds. We're going to go for one shot here. That kind of looks like it. Yep, backing it out and just playing catch up top. 16, 15 seconds to go. Kernels will take a lead at halftime. Here's Miller, quick 3 right corner, and that one's coming up short. No good. Rebound to Huron. 5 seconds for Casson in the backcourt. Ball tipped. Schoenfelder picks it up. Long shot down the floor, off the backboard. No good at the buzzer, and that is the end of the first half. So Mitchell will... But we've got the top-rated team in the country will be involved in that 4-team tournament. So it Boy, they're going to be down there. It'll be fun. We'll see what some of the top teams in the nation will look like. And that's on Saturday, and we'll be there covering the Kernel basketball. We'll have it 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon for their opening game of the tournament. Well, here we go with the second half. Kernel's got to worry about this one here right now as they get to work, up by 6 points. Sudbeck to Cogley in the corner. We've got Mike Miller down low right now. Tries to get a return pass to Cogley, and it's tipped away by Gubrud underneath.
Well, we talked about the idea of moving Mike Miller down on the box to see what would happen. Huron, good defense, forces a turnover.
Good defense, but I still think that's going to make some things happen for the Kernels. Jared Larson, side of the lane, into Gubrud, and count the basket. He's going to be fouled by Mike Miller. Again, got the ball down low and inside. A little bumping going on there. And Gubrud muscled it up and in. He's got 6 points in the ball game. He'll go to the line to finish off a three-point play. First foul on Mike Miller. And this could be a three-point contest here if this free throw goes by Gubrud. And it does. 27-24. Again, this was an 18-5 Mitchell lead at one time. Here's Sudbeck, right side, 12-footer from the baseline, gets the roll. TJ Sudbeck with 8 points. Kernels by 5 again, full court pressure. Kuiper knocking it away, goes all over the scoring thing.
Whoa!
Good hustle by Ernie Kuiper. Couldn't save it going out of bounds, but that's a heck of a play by Ernie Kuiper.
And the fans are giving him his due.
Right over the top of the scoring table. Look out. Huron will throw it in from side court. Chris Casson, the guard, leaves it for Gubrud out at the high post free throw line. Now Casson comes by to take the pass. Right-hand corner, Jared Larson. Cogley knocks it loose. They go to the floor after it. Casson with a basketball, but can't get away, and now jump ball called. It will still be Huron's ball on the alternating possession arrow, but good D there again by the Kernels. And they played pretty good defense for the most part all throughout this game. From underneath, Kurt Schoenfelder, 6'3" sophomore, will throw it in. Comes right underneath. Shot up, no good by Larson. Oh, they snuck him open, but he missed the short one. Here's Mike Miller down the middle of the floor. Bounce pass to the side. Kuiper taking it underneath. A foul called on the drive to the basket. Grabbed down the arm as he went inside. We'll see what's going to be on here. Jared Larson, and that'll be Larson's second foul of the game. First foul of the second half, and the Kernels will throw it in from underneath. Kuiper will toss it in, baseline, left-hand side. Gets it right into the lane. Oh, and Kippis couldn't hold it, but Miller comes out of nowhere, grabs the ball out of the air, and lays it in off the glass. Well, they had that set up well. JJ open right in the middle. Now Huron beating the pressure. Free throw line jumper on the way. No good by Lance Lowe for rebound Cogley. And the out pass to Kuiper, right side. Ernie will come to the top with it. Pass down low. Cogley side of the lane underneath the basket to Sudbeck in the left-hand corner. Out front, Kernels moving the ball nicely. Kippis in the right-hand corner. Now again to Kuiper. Miller playing at a high post right along the free throw line. Kuiper trying to get it into Cogley. It's tipped along the way. Goes out of bounds underneath. It'll still be Mitchell's ball under their own basket. 31-24 game. 6:19 to play in the third. You're listening to KMIT and Mitchell. Tim Smith with Steve Culhane and Scott Hilly on our stats. Pass out front. Whoops. Picked off. Sudbeck's pass picked off by Lowe. He'll drive and score all the way. Trying to lob it out to Kuiper and just didn't throw it out far enough. It's Sudbeck. Turnover, and we're back to a 5-point game. Kuiper to the baseline to Cogley. Now Sudbeck thought about the three, passes it up. In the lane, Miller fakes once, goes up with a shot. Gubrud with a piece of it to knock it away. Kippis picks it back up for the Kernels along the baseline. Back outside it comes to Sudbeck, right wing. Lob pass. Here's Miller again at the side of the lane. Goes left, puts a shot up. Wouldn't fall, but he's going to draw the foul on it. Mike Miller will go to the free throw line. So they've got him posted up down low. 6'8" Mike Miller, 6'11" Chris Gubrud going directly at each other, and that's going to be the third foul on Chris Gubrud as well. So now he's going to have to be careful. And Mike Miller to shoot 2. Mike on the year, 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Make it 6 of 9 as he puts this one down. That's his 13th point of the night. Kernels back out in front, 32-26. Second shot on the way, also good. And right back to that full court pressure will go Mitchell. Inbounds pass, Loaf in the corner. Kuiper on him tight. Now they double. Miller comes over to help him out, but they get the pass away to half court. Chris Casson, the guard. And his pass almost out of the reach of Loaf in the corner. Grubud was there to pick it up. Almost the turnover there. Loaf again out front. Sudbeck in his face. Now Casson once more up top. Kuiper pressuring him. Casson bounce pass. Grubud turn around, fade away. Won't stay. On the rebound, foul, and it's going to go on Cogley. They say he pushed off on Jared Larson. That'll be foul number 2 on Tom Cogley. And the second team foul on Mitchell as well. We're even up 2-2 in that department.
That's a pretty good battle right now between Larson and Cogley underneath. They're giving each other a good battle.
Inbounds pass, right-hand side, Loaf. Knocked away by Kuiper as he tried to get into the side of the lane. Ernie comes up the floor himself right down the middle. Nice pass underneath to Sudbeck. Can't get the shot off, brings it outside instead. Miller, left-hand wing to Sudbeck, and can't hold the pass. Turnover. Boy, it looked like that was going to be an easy layup for the Kernels. Sudbeck got the ball, and good recovery by Huron. Couldn't get off the shot, and then we turn the ball over side court, and a substitution. Tony Young back in the lineup, and Sudbeck's going to come out. 33-26. Chris Casson working on Young, brings it up to Schoenfelder out front. Now to Casson again. Takes it left side to Loaf. Here's the lob pass down to Grubud. Left side of the lane. Takes it in the middle of the lane. Turn around, no good. Rebound, again a battle, and Kernels come up with it. As Larson, falling out of bounds, put it back in play right to Mike Miller. Kernels in the front court. Kuiper, pass back to Miller. Tipped away. They go into the backcourt after it. Miller will win the chase to the ball and will bring it back up himself. Still with the 7-point lead. Miller will leave it now to Kuiper out front and to Young on the right-hand side. Kuiper getting the ball to Miller. He's grabbed on the arm. He tried to pass it down low to Cogley as he turned to pass. Was grabbed on the arm out front. Third team foul on Huron. Mitchell's ball underneath. And a substitution. Ryan Gersing will come back in. The 5'11" junior guard had 2 points back in the first half. Second foul called on Chris Casson. Kuiper to throw it in from the baseline, and what are we going to call here? A traveling call on Kuiper. Boy, little mistakes, just killing the Kernels here in this game.
Right now, they're out of sync.
Yeah.
We've seen that in the first 2 games for the Kernels.
When it's not a made basket, you cannot move out of bounds. It's just like a travel. And now Huron wants to call a timeout as they get it up in the front court, and Kuiper kind of moved the feet out of bounds, passing it in. Timeout, Huron. Halfway through the third quarter, the Kernels lead by 7, and we'll be right back in a minute.
Scott's Clothing has a new owner, and Eric Christensen would like to invite everybody in and check out the variety of men's clothing on hand. Now through Christmas, get your favorite Gervaux jeans for only $60. Plus, check out the fine selection of shirts, sweaters, suits, sports coats, and much more. Name brands like Tommy Hilfiger, Basic Options, Tundra, Rainforest, and Gervaux. Stop in and check out the new store and get a chance to win a free pair of Gervaux by renaming the store. Scott's Clothing in the Palace Mall, proud supporters of Mitchell Kernel and Dakota Wesleyan sports.
ABC Sports once began its sports programming with the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. While athletes in the 90s focus on the thrill of victory, athletic trainers from Queen-Peace Hospital are always ready to help with the agony of defeat. Working closely with physicians who represent a variety of specialties, the Queen-Peace athletic trainers make the injury evaluation, the rehab process, and the return to competition as painless and as quick as possible. Stop and see us. We're at all the games, or you can always call us at 995-2239 in the Rehab Services Department at Queen of Peace. We'll get you back in the game.
33-26 Kernels halfway through the third quarter of play. A lot of little things hurting the Kernels tonight. A little turnover here or there at the wrong times. Seems like they could be back up easily by double figures. Now Huron down the floor after the pass and a block by Mike Miller. Shot put up by Loaf, and Miller knocks it away. His 4th block of the night. Miller into the lane himself. Ball knocked away from him. Cogley picks it up. Turnaround jumper that won't go. They scramble for the rebound. Out of bounds. Huron's basketball. And I think it was Skinny Miller who touched it last underneath.
Just some missed opportunity. Look of frustration on Mike Miller's face right now.
Yeah, again, it looked like Mitchell maybe had a nice 2-on-1 there. A chance to put it up, but it turns into nothing. And back comes Huron. Ryan Gersing working out front to Loaf down in the corner. Kernels double on him, gets the pass away to Schoenfelder on the wing. Now here's Larson driving, hanging in the air, puts it off the glass and good. Said he's going to be a player. Not bad right now. 6'5" sophomore Jared Larson. He and Cogley have really been battling underneath the basket on the boards. Kippis, right side, cross-court pass, sails over to Young. Now down low, Cogley, back out to Young. And to Kuiper out front. Ernie starts to penetrate right side of the lane. Bounce pass, baseline to Cogley, no shot. Here's Miller for three, right side, good. Mike Miller nails his second three-pointer of the game. 17 points for him. And now a whistle and a foul in the backcourt.
And catch Ernie Kuiper for grabbing on the play. That time Mike just popped out of the zone once the ball got on the baseline and hit the three.
Wide open, really nobody on him that time. 36-28, Kernels extend that lead back out to 8 points here. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Ryan Grussing reversing the dribble, comes across, gets away from the pressure into the corner. Larson, another 12-footer. This one too strong, and Tony Young goes up and clears the rebound. Quick outlet to Mike Miller, right-hand side. Miller down to Kippis underneath. Pass side of the lane. Cogley, they're on him, can't get off the shot. Now Young's going to drive. Puts it up off balance, couldn't get it. Gubrud came out, and Young had to kind of adjust his shot. Scooped it up underhand, wouldn't go. Now low to Larson, and they bang him along the baseline. Cogley's going to pick up the foul. Well, good job by Huron to get the ball down the floor. That'll be foul number 3 on Tom Cogley. Huron's ball underneath their own basket. 4th team foul on Mitchell. Huron has 3. Throwing it in will be Schoenfelder. Got to hurry. Lobs it way out on the floor now. Loaf back to Grussing in the corner. Kuiper hunting him as he comes back out front to the point. And now pass on the wing picked off by Young. 4 on 3. Young leading across to Kippis. Drives and scores. Nice pass by Tony Young. J.J. Kippis with his second basket of the night. Kernels pressure again, and Young again knocks the ball away. Second steal in a row. To Cogley underneath to Kuiper. Puts it up and got it. And quickly timeout. Huron, bang, there you go. The turnovers. Quick baskets by the Kernels right in a row, and the lead goes back out to a dozen, 40-28. Timeout. Huron will take a quick one. Be back in just 30 seconds. At 12, 42 to 30, and we'll be right back in 1 minute. Comfortably out in the lead, but yet they can't seem to put it together. Yeah, and put this game away. Ryan Garrett's in to start the fourth quarter for the Kernels. To Miller, nice return to Garrett's, and as he goes to the basket, we got a foul call. And let's see if they call him on a shot. No, on his way to the basket along the left baseline. So out of bounds Kernels.
Kernels are 17 of 35 for 49%. Huron 13 of 22.
Kippis out front to Miller on the right-hand side. 13 of 32.
Okay.
Yep.
I misread your number there, Scott.
And now we're going to get a foul on the right-hand side against the Kernels as they move the ball in. And again, one of those illegal picks, a moving screen. This one's going to be called on Ernie Kuiper, and we will shoot this one because it's a 7th team foul on Mitchell. Huron has 5. So again, there you go. An offensive possession that just goes by the board.
We just don't get a shot. We get a turnover.
A lot of those tonight. Ben Reek is at the free throw line, and he hits the free throw. First time we've seen him in the whole ball game. Ben is a 6-foot senior. Came in here to start this fourth quarter, and now his second free throw is also good. He steps in, gets a couple quick points. 10-point game at 42 to 32. Kernels have 14 turnovers. And again, a few too many there. Kuiper to Kippis, left-hand side. Bounce pass. Garrett's right at the top. Wanted to start a drive up the lane. Man-to-man defense here now by Huron. They come out of the zone. Kippis right up the middle. Misses it. Miller on the follow. Gets the shot. 19 points for Mike Miller. Back to the 12-point
They
lead.
had Ben Reek trying to guard Mike Miller. Mike wanted the ball in the worst way that time.
Yeah, they've come out of the zone here now. Reek on the left-hand side to Bain out front. Ball tipped by Tony Young. He's going to win the race. Tony goes in, lays it up for 2. 7 points for Tony Young. Boy, he's come away with about 3 takeaways here in the last 4 or 5 minutes. And another timeout, I believe, called by Huron and Coach Terry Roeder. Yep. Well, now it's a 14-point lead. Biggest of the game, 46 to 32. 7 minutes to play. We're back in 1 minute.
After survival.
Merry Christmas.
Well, Huron puts the ball in play after calling the timeout. Kernels up by 14. Here's Ben Reach down in the right-hand corner. Back out front it comes Casson. And his pass picked off by Mike Miller down at the side of the lane. Miller on the dribble, waits for everybody to go by, and he'll bring it up man-to-man defensively again for Huron. Miller will leave it for Kuiper out front. Left-hand side, here's Young. And to Garrett's. Miller posting up down low side of the lane. Garrett's going to take the long one. Three-pointer comes up short. No good. They left him open. It was daring him to take that shot. Long pass down the floor. Rich Marcus left side almost lost it out of bounds. Now comes right side. Reek's got a 12-footer, and he'll hit it. Kernels kind of out of sync defensively after that ball almost went out of bounds. They kind of left their men a little bit to go after it, and Reek was wide open. 46-34. Kuiper going to be held. Not much of a foul at half court, but Lance Loaf just kind of reached out the
old hand
there. Yeah. Foul on the Tigers, not enough for the 1-and-1. And we're going to see Jordan Pitts come back in for Mitchell and T.J. Sudbeck. Young and Kippis will go out. So we've got Kuiper, Sudbeck, Miller, Garretts, and Pitts on the floor. Kuiper throwing it in, getting the ball right back up top, and now stolen away. Chris Casson reached in, knocked the ball away. Casson waiting for some help, and will hold it up out front to Marcus. Marcus, three-pointer right side, short, rebound to Miller. 4-on-3 here momentarily as Miller comes up. Good dribble, left side, gives it to Pitts on the bounce pass for the lay-in. Miller just kind of waiting for something to develop. Jordan Pitts broke open on his left. And a nice assist, 48-34, Pitts with 4 points. Left-hand corner, here's another three on the way. This one a little bit short by Loaf. Rebound, Pitts gets it out to Miller. Mike to the top of the circle, still on the dribble off the free throw line. Now the ball knocked loose, and they take it away from him. Another turnover. Into the front court comes Casson. Too many turnovers, 16 of them again here tonight. Side of the lane, jumper is up, and it's good. Counts the basket for Jared Larson. Got it and put it up almost in one motion there right at the lane and took the bump as well. And so he will have a chance to complete the three-pointer. 11 points for Jared Larson. The foul on Ryan Garrett's his first of the game. Larson, the 6'5 sophomore, puts the free throw up and nails it. A dozen for him. It's 48-37. 5 minutes exactly to go in the game. Kuiper coming across, a little bump there, no foul. Goes to Pitts on the left-hand wing. Now deeper in the corner. Garrett's, boy, they just back way off of him. There's nobody there. Here's Sudbeck, free throw line open. Comes up short. Garrett's on the rebound, fouled as he put the shot up. Jared Larson got him, I believe.
Well, that time they're going to let Ryan Garrett all alone. They'll want him to shoot from the wing. They're going to, front and play behind Mike Miller. They don't want him to get the ball. But at this point right now, they'll let anybody else shoot from the outside except Mike Miller.
And when you say Garrett's was open, I mean we're talking open, folks. I don't think there was anybody nearer to him than the lanes, basically. They were right down inside. Free throw by Ryan is good. He's got his first point of the night. That's his first free throw opportunity of the year here in the third game.
Something that Ryan will have to work on this year as a sophomore. His game is running the floor, being a slasher, and taking it to the hole. He's going to have to work on the old jump shot and prove to Huron and other people on the ESD that he can hit that jump shot.
In the lineup, Kurt Schoenfelder back in as Garrett hits both the free throws. 13-point game with 4:40 to play. Full court pressure here. Jared Larson being hounded by Garrett's in the backcourt. Larson comes across and a bump foul called at center court. Garrett's going to pick up his second foul. So that'll put Huron right back to the free throw line. Good defense, but you don't want to foul at this point because it stops the clock and puts them in the 1-and-1 too.
And we're just one. The next foul after this is the 10th, and then that's the 2 shots from here on in.
Well, Larson, who was just there a moment ago, completing the 3-point play, puts this one up and good, so he will get the bonus. 13 points now for Larson, who came in averaging only about 6 points a game. Having a good one here tonight. Second shot, short. Kubrud, looked like he got the push off that time, but no call, and he got the rebound. Miller just kind of went sailing under the basket.
He got away with one there.
Yes, he did, right in the small of the back that time, and Kubrud gets the basket. It's a 10-point game. Now Kuiper underneath. The Pitts, reverse layup goes, and he's going to be fouled. Good move by Jordan Pitts. the 6'3" junior, and will end up at the line. And that's 6 points now for Pitts in the ballgame.
Well, that time Pitts used the basket as a kind of a defender with Gubrud trying to block the shot. He went around him, and nice move by Pitts.
Jordan with the free throw, no good. Rebound to Jared Larson. 52-40, the Kernels. Approaching 4 minutes now to play. Kuiper knocks the dribble away at side court, goes out of bounds. Will still be Huron's ball right by their own bench. Well, again, next action, Mitchell will play Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday in Raleigh, North Carolina, after a very short Christmas break. Gubrud down low, kicks it back out front. Ball knocked away momentarily from Chris Casson. Sudbeck tries to save it, but he stepped on the sideline. Kuiper and Sudbeck, good defense there. And Casson may have taken a pop in the eye with an elbow, kind of holding his left eye, or maybe even the nose at times. Says he's all right to stay in. Pass will come from Schoenfelder into Ben Reek, now down low, and Mike Miller is going to get a reach there as they got the ball down into Gubrud. Foul number 3 on Miller. 4 minutes to play, and at times we have been a little too soft under the basket.
Yeah. I think that's what got Gary Munson up off the bench, was just, you know, Mike playing behind him and just reaching around to try to pick it off, but came through Gubrud.
Gubrud's free throw good, 12 points for him. Well, that is that 10th foul you talked about, too, even though this is a 2 free throw shoot here. Everything's going to be 2.
Yep.
And Gubrud makes them both. He's got 13. He and Larson both with 13. And back to a 10-point game, 52-42. Kuiper into the front court. Reverses the dribble to the free throw line. Cut off there to Sudbeck on his right side. Now back out front. Miller and Garrett's on the left-hand wing. Now Sudbeck again up top. Miller right side, goes to the baseline, hangs in the air, puts a shot up, no good, but the foul is going to be called, and Miller will go to the line to shoot a couple. With 3:38 to play. The crowd here tonight kind of sitting back again, waiting for a run. I think they kind of expected that this one might be a bigger spread than this one. Mike Miller with 20 points now as he hits his first free throw.
Kernels are 8 of 9 from the line here in the game.
And the second one won't go. But the rebound knocked loose by Kuiper. Feeds to Miller in the lane. He goes up, jump ball. Nice defensive play by Huron. And it's going to be Huron's basketball. Well, Mike wanted to go up with it. A couple of guys, matter of fact, were right there with their hands on the ball. Clean jump ball. So Huron will get it back down by 11 points. 53-42. Into the front court. Ben Reek all the way down to the right-hand corner. Leaves it now for Casson, back out front. Around to Schoenfelder, left-hand side. Reek once again. Now Jared Larson being guarded by Garrett's. Free throw line, spins, puts up the jump shot, can't get the roll. Rebound, Miller's got it for the Kernels. Mike will bring it up the floor himself, right side. All the way to the baseline, leaning in with a shot, wouldn't crawl over the rim. Rebound controlled by Jared Larson. Long pass up the half court comes to Schoenfelder, and now a foul from behind Jordan Pitts, trying to knock the ball loose. And Pitts is going to get the foul. That will be 2 more free throws coming up here for Huron. They can get it back down to single digits again.
You know, sometimes I just wonder why Gary doesn't take a timeout in a situation like this. He came off the floor, yelled at Mike Miller to slow it down. We don't get a shot. We miss a shot, and then we come down and shoot 2 because we foul. And it's just we've got 4 timeouts and 2 20s, and we haven't used any of them.
Yep. And it looks like maybe we're getting a little tired out there, too.
Yes, we are.
Miller has not had much of a break all night long. Free throw is up and off the back, no good. Schoenfelder will get the second one. That was his first free throw opportunity of the night. Schoenfelder with 8 points. As I said, the front line's been doing the scoring. Gubrud, Larson with 13 apiece, and Schoenfelder with 8. Second free throw again won't go, and Jordan Pitts on the rebound for the Kernels. Up by 11, 2:50 now remaining to be played. Kernels trying to go 2-1 here on the year. Huron's looking for that first victory. Kuiper to Garrett's out on the left-hand wing. Sudbeck up top, and now to Miller. Kuiper right-hand side, again on the wing and out to Garretts. Kernels reverse it back to Miller. He's got the baseline. Nice pass underneath. Foul call as Pitts wanted to go up. Good feed by Mike Miller that time. And that time we saw one of the better opportunities Mitchell used to moving the ball around the perimeter.
That time it was a good offensive set for the Kernels. They seemed to have a better flow with that possession than they had in others in the past.
Well, Pitts is 2 for 3 from the line. And we'll get shots here. First one up and good. 7 points for Jordan Pitts. So had not scored in the first 2 games. Putting some points up here tonight. It's 54-42. Miller leads the scoring with 20. Sudbeck has 8. Young and Pitts with 7 apiece. Second free throw no good. Miller with a rebound just takes it right to the hole, and he's going to be fouled as he goes in. And if it's Gubrud, might be all for him. Yeah, it is. That will be number 5 on Chris Gubrud as Mike Miller will go to the free throw line. So Chris, the big 6'11 senior, will leave with 13 points. And his Huron fans give him a nice round of applause here. And the Mitchell fans as well. So right about where he was averaging. He was averaging 14 coming in. Miller with the free throws. First one good. 21 points for him. 55-42. With 2:28 to play. Second shot bounces off the back, won't go. On the rebound, losing his balance was Jared Larson, but Huron still stays with the basketball. Casson will bring it into the front court. Left side, Bain with it. Now out front, Loaf. Loaf takes it from the top down to the left-hand corner at the baseline. Pass down to Schoenfelder right at the block. Fakes, gets Pitts in the air. Pitts is going to get the foul. Left his feet that time. Got caught up in the air. So Kurt Schoenfelder will go to the line to shoot a couple. And free throws, well, really not that many. It seems like they've been at the line quite a bit. This will only be the 12th free throw of the game for Huron.
And they're 8 of 11 at this point.
So here's Kurt Schoenfelder. Short with this one. Kurt 0 for 3 at the line.
Kurt looks a little tired right now.
Yeah, we got a few guys that are a little bit tired down there right now. Second shot on the way is good. Schoenfelder with 9 points. That's his first point of the second half. Had a big first half. Hit a couple of three-pointers. 55-43. 2 minutes to play. Kuiper across, and we got a little bump foul out at center court. This one's going to go on Casson. And Ernie will go to the free throw line to shoot the 2 shots because that's number 10 as well on Huron. So we're in the double bonus both ways. Kuiper with 4 points tonight. Has not had a free throw opportunity in this game. 3 for 4 on the year from the stripe and makes this one. Kernels are 11 of 15 from the free throw line, so have shot the ball pretty well. Kuiper with the second one to make it a 14-point game. That would equal the biggest lead we've had it about 3-4 times now. And he does make it. So it's 57-43. Sudbeck with some pressure in the backcourt. Kernels don't want to foul. Now the ball comes loose and Sudbeck picks it up. He'll lead Kuiper. Ernie driving and it fell off, but he's fouled. He'll get 2 shots out of it. Now Sudbeck was actually putting on some pressure on the sidelines. Had backed off, and then the ball just kind of went off the leg of the ball handler, Casson. That's where Sudbeck picked it up. And we are going to get the 5th foul on Chris Casson. But I think they called a timeout,
yes,
didn't they? Yeah. Yes. All right, Terry Roeder did ask for the timeout. So 5 fouls on Casson. Kuiper will only get a minute 48 to go in the ball game. Kernels, as you've had the feeling all along here, even when they're up by 6 at halftime, you have a feeling that they're in control. I think the fans were kind of waiting for a little more fireworks tonight against this Huron team, and an experienced team, especially in the backcourt. This really hasn't happened where Mitchell's really taken control, put them away, and gotten out by, say, 20 points in the contest. You know, it's hard to say, gee, you're complaining and you're up by 14. I guess we're spoiled a little bit, huh?
I'll give the Tigers credit. They really played hard and battled for the whole game and hung in there, and the Kernels have done just enough to maintain the lead throughout the game.
Kuiper at the free throw line where he hit 2 just a couple of moments ago, and he nails this one also. 7 points now for Ernie. So there's the 15-point lead, 58-43. And Ernie with the second one. He was averaging 2.5 points per game coming in. Ernie's got 8 now, and 59-43. Inbounds pass, Ryan Grussing in the backcourt to Marcus. He's having trouble holding on. Almost fell out of bounds with it, but saves it into Kevin Bain. Bain back out to Marcus for a 3, and he's got it from the left wing. Rich Marcus, first basket of the night. 59-46 with a minute and a half to go. Miller helping out, bringing the ball into the front court. We'll leave it for Kuiper. Kuiper taking it free throw line, picks up the dribble. Miller coming by, spins, goes right down the middle of the lane and couldn't get it to crawl in. Changed the ball over to the left hand, and that one just sat on the front of the rim and fell out of there. But Mike will go to the line, and he will have 2 shots coming. And we're going to get substitution coming in for Mike Miller as soon as he's finished with the free throws here. Josh Gable, a freshman at 6'4", is going to come in the lineup. Miller's free throw good. 22 points for him, averaging 20.5 coming in. And the second shot, no good off the back, so can't go out there, but now he will. As Gable will come in. Miller will leave with a minute and 16 seconds to go. 22 points on the night for Mike. Huron will throw it in from the backcourt. So just playing out the final minute here, down by 14. Marcus on the dribble. Sudbeck checking him as he comes up into the front court. Right-hand corner, Bain with a basketball. He'll launch a long one, and he hits the 3. Kevin Bain with his first basket of the ball game. So we've had a couple of guys score here late that have not scored before, and both on the three-pointers. Marcus and Bain, and now Kuiper to the free throw line. Bounces it to Pitts, driving baseline foul as he goes to the hole. And Jordan Pitts right back to the free throw line where he's had some opportunities, made 3 out of 4 tonight. Substitution for the Tigers coming in. And let's see who we got here. Well, number 13, no we don't. So I apologize, we don't have the in our scorebook here. Number 13, free throw no good by Pitts, but he'll have another one coming. As we said, we're the double bonus for both teams. Now Jordan will make the second one. That gives him 8 points on the night. 61-49, 42 seconds to play. Into the front court comes Huron here with maybe 1, maybe 2 opportunities with the basketball offensively. Grussing on the dribble. Leaves it right-hand side. Bounce pass back out front. With it there, Justin Coons with the basketball. Now off to Bain again, down to 20 seconds to go. Huron looking to get off a shot, can't get one launched. Kernels playing pretty good man-to-man. Now Grussing free throw line. Off the back of the iron, ball tipped and comes to Garrett's. 8 seconds to go. Garrett's up to Sudbeck and into the front court with 4 seconds to go. TJ Sudbeck just holding on out front. No shot. There's the buzzer. That's the ball game. Kernels will win it by